Hi, I'm Meredith Cryer with Texas A&M AgriLife Extension here in Walker County. And today we're going to discuss some quick tips and tricks on making your slow cooker meals a success. First, what we need to do is look at the parts of our slow cooker and make sure they're all in working order. We have three main parts. First, the crock stoneware insert. Second, the lid that fits snugly onto the crockware insert. And finally, a simple dial that we'll use to adjust our heat settings. Now, if your slow cooker has been banished to the back of your cabinet for a while, what we need to do is make sure that it's working properly. To do that, we'll need to fill it with water about 1/2 to 2/3 full. Then we'll put the lid on it and let it cook on low for 8 hours. When you're done, remove the lid and quickly take the temperature with a food thermometer. The temperature should read between 185 and 200 degrees. If it's below the 185 degrees, that means that our slow cooker is no longer good and it needs to be thrown out. If it's over the 200 degrees, that's a problem too, because without stirring in the 8 hours, your food could be overdone. Now we're gonna go through 5 quick tips to make sure we make the most out of our slow cooker. 1, we wanna use the right size slow cooker. We wanna match the slow cooker size to what it calls for on the recipe. This makes sure that our food comes out to the correct consistency. It's not overcooked or undercooked. Tip number 2, never overfill. Overfilling can lead to cold spots in your crock pot and be a food safety danger. Tip number 3, maximize your flavor. I prefer to always brown my meats and vegetables in a skillet ahead of time and then deglaze the pan with a liquid. This really brings out the flavor and you'll get way more out of it than just slow cooking alone. Tip number 4, keep temperature in mind. 40 to 140 degrees is the temperature danger zone. So we want to never add frozen ingredients. We want to bring liquids to a simmer before adding them in, and always keep the lid shut. Brings us to tip number 5, keep a lid on it. It's very important to keep the lid shut. As our ag agent says, if you're looking, you ain't cooking. We want to make sure and keep the lid shut because that releases way too much heat. So every time you lift that lid to stir, you need to add 15 minutes to your total in cooking time. Thank you so much for watching and cheers to your slow cooking success.